Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Arif sir from Omega Academic and Admission Coaching, and I am going to take higher math and general math and physics in English version here. So let us discuss about function today. This is the topic from higher math, chapter 2. So I will discuss some basic concept of function, that's it. And let us see what is the definition of function, but I am not going to the mathematical strict definition. This is a definition which we will understand. So a function is something which provides a rule on how to map inputs to outputs. So it's a nice definition to understand. So we can think of the function as a machine. Say we have a machine here. We have a machine here. So this is a machine. And this one is for input. And this one is for output. And this is the processing unit. This is the processing unit. So a function is like a machine which takes some inputs and it will do some processing job on those inputs to create some outputs. And the mathematician calls this input as domain of the function. This is domain. And the outputs are called range or codomain. So there is a little difference between range and codomain, but I will discuss when I will start discussing on domain and range in detail. Anyway, so we symbolize the function in this way, say f of x equal to 2i's x. So here x is this one input, so this one is input, and the machine will process these inputs to create these outputs 2i's x. So whatever you give as input to this machine, the machine will just make it double, 2i's x. So if x is given as input and it will enter into the machine and the machine will do some processing on it, that is it will be double. X will be double. Whatever input we give, it will be double. So a function is thought of as the machine which has some input line and it will produce some output. Now let us do some examples. So this is the function. So here input is x and the output is will be generated from this one. So this is the processing rule. This is the processing rule to generate output. So again I am drawing the machine here. Here the input will be x and the processing will be x squared plus 2. That is whatever you give as input, the machine will square it and then add a 2 here to generate output. So now think, what does this function do? So what is the function of this machine? So if x is given as input, the machine will square this input and then add a 2 with this to create the output. So this is the function of this machine. And then what is f of 3? It means if input is 3, what will be the output? That is, if instead of x, if we apply 3 as input here, 3 will go inside the machine. Machine will square it and add a 2. So 3 squared is 9 and 2 plus 2 is 11. So output will be 11. So if 3 is given as input, according to this rule of the machine, so this will be 3 squared plus 2 equal to 9 plus 2, 11. So the output will be 11. So what about f of minus 5? So again, if the input is minus 5, so machine will square it. So minus 5 square. So it has to be whole square. And then machine will add a 2 with it. So minus 5 whole square is 25 and 2, 27. So the output will be 27. And now here the output is given, input is asked. So if the output is 38, what would the input, or what was the input? So here, if a is given as the input in the machine, then according to the rule, it will be square plus 2 equal to 38. So a square will be 38 minus 2, which is 36. And a will be a root over 36, which is plus minus 6. So if the input of the machine is plus 6 or minus 6, then this machine will produce the output as 38. So this question is just the reverse question of this one. Here input was given, output was asked. Here output is given and input is asked. So let's move further. So here the function is given, the function is defined as f of x equal to x plus 1. and here another function, and this in this case f of x equal to x square minus 1. So if I ask you what is function of x minus 1, that is if input is x, then this function procedure is x plus 1. That is, this machine just add 1 with the input. So if the input is x minus 1 here, so according to this rule, the machine will just add 1 with it. So x minus 1 plus 1, so 1 1 cancel, so answer will be x. So this is the output with respect to this input. And what about this one? So whatever we give as input, machine will just add 1 with it. So x square is input, is given here. So machine will add 1 here. So x square plus 1 is the output. In this case, you see f of x square. So it is whole square. So the output is, if x is given, the output is x plus 1. So here the machine will do x plus 1 whole square. And if the input is twice x, machine will add just 1 with twice x. Whatever input we give, then 1 is just added by the machine. So these are some examples. In this case, we did not use the number directly. Instead, we used the variable and the range that we are getting, the output that we are getting in terms of x. And similarly, the function is here. So what does this function do? If input is x, the function square it and subtract 1 from it. So that's why if instead of x, if we apply the input as x minus 1, then the machine will do square on this input and just subtract 1. Then you just simplify this, a minus b whole square minus 1. So it will be x square minus 2ab plus b square minus 1. So this will be cancelled out. So we will have x square minus 2. Similarly, instead of x, if we apply twice x as input, so according to this rule, so twice x is getting squared and subtract, then 1 is subtracted. So 2x square is 4x square minus 1. So this is the output. So instead of x, if the input is x square plus 1, the machine will do square on it, and there is a minus 1. So if we just simplify this one, a plus b whole square, so a square plus 2ab plus b square minus 1. So 1 1 is gone. So x4 plus 2x square. So this is the output we are generating. So I hope you understood this one, and let's move to another example. So the function is given, say g of x is thrice x minus 1. What is this one? So instead of x, if the input is x minus 1, then what will be the output? So this will be 3 times input minus 1. That is, if x is given, then machine is make it thrice x. There is 3 into input, then machine subtract 1 from it. So whatever input we put, machine is just make it thrice and then subtract 1. So this is going to be thrice x minus 3 minus 1. So this is thrice x minus 4. So this is the output for this particular function. And this one is going to be whatever we give as input, so thrice of input minus 1, which is 6x minus 1, and x cube minus 1. So thrice of x cube minus 1. So this is the answer. And here in this example, the function is defined in this way. And you see that if the input is x square, then output is 51. So we have to find the value of x. So if f of x is 2x plus 1, then f of x square is whatever we give as input, it gets double and then added by 1. So 2x square plus 1. And this is equal to 51 according to the given condition. So plus 1 equal to 51, and 2x square equal to 51 minus 1 equal to 50. So x square equal to 50 divided by 2, this 2 is 25. So x equal to root over 25, which is plus minus 5. So this is the way you can solve this problem. So today that's all for this. So this was just the definition of the function, and using the definition we have worked some input output things, and in next class we will solve regarding domain and range and codomain. Thank you very much.